Hey, what's like good, bro? Bro, just look at, you ain't subscribed yet? Man, look at this guy, man. You ain't right, man. Press the button. Press the button.
Like, who would be an enemy of the Puerto Rican people? What people here?
The Americans.
And you identified, you know, a roundabout way you said the Caucasian race has been enemies. Because any people that would do this to you, right, they can't be your friends. Right?
Curse shall thou be in the city.
If you want to find Hispanic people, where do you go?
Ghetto.
You're going to go to the ghetto.
And curse shall thou be in the field.
All them illegal immigrants that come over here during the picking season and they go back home.
I'm actually
Because
very
if it grows,
I'm all
we
the
pick.
time.
But what I want to know, you said you are Puerto Rican? Your father's Puerto Rican? Okay. What do you believe in? Do you believe in the Bible?
I believe there's a God.
You do believe there's a God?
I'm saying yeah. Bible, but I do believe there's a God.
Okay, so you do
I believe there's a God. I believe there's a Holy Spirit, but just like I believe that, I also believe in right here about God. And I believe in good without the bad.
Right. No. Yeah, absolutely. It's good out here. It's bad out here. But you say you believe in a God. These are your children? So they're going to come to you and they're going to say, Mama, tell us about God. You would tell them what?
Yeah, that's where I'm stuck.
Right. That's where we stuck, right? You ever go to church?
I used to go to church.
You used to go to church? You go to little mama like, yeah, I go to church. What about you? You from what kind of church would you go to if you did go?
Maybe a Catholic or
like a Catholic church.
Or a Christian.
Okay. Give me Deuteronomy 33 and 7. I want to read something for you. I'm gonna read something for you. Do you believe that Hispanic people as a whole, do y'all got enemies?
Yeah.
Like who? Who would be the enemies? Who?
Like classmates.
Your classmates. They probably look just like you. They can't be your enemy.
Right.
Right? They're your brothers and your sisters. Y'all probably just have disagreements.
My bullies.
Who?
My bullies.
Your bullies? Bullies are enemies for sure. And if you ever run into a bully, you tell them, hey, I talked to a man named Baruch that beats up bullies. Okay? That's what I want you to tell them. So listen, but as a whole, I'm talking nationwide, right? Do we have nations that's our enemies? Maybe? Like who? Like who would be an enemy of the Puerto Rican people?
I mean, to be honest, I don't think we should have enemies because we're made up different,
Whether we should have enemies or not, that's another story. But do you currently have enemies? Are there nations on this planet that are against Hispanic people?
Oh, yeah.
Like who? Because you said it with so much confidence, so you got to be able to identify, like, hey, these people are definitely against us.
Right.
They are not here for our benefit.
That's right.
So you would say who?
The people here.
What people here?
I
feel like we're struggling with words.
I don't really want to start nothing. The Americans.
The Americans? Okay, I get what you're saying. You're saying Caucasian people.
Some.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I want you to listen to this. Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel.
Happy art thou, O Israel. God's chosen people are named the children of Israel. Read.
Who is like unto thee,
Read.
O people saved by the Lord.
This people is going to be saved by the Lord. The children of Israel, they're going to be saved by the Lord. Everybody's not going to be saved. I know that's what they teach us. But he said, who's like you that's going to be saved by the Lord? He said, I'm only going to save you. Read.
The shield of thy help.
Read.
And who is the sword of thy excellency?
Read.
And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee.
Our enemies, he said, the children of Israel, their enemies shall be found liars to them. All right? It's going to come a day where the children of Israel are going to realize that their enemies have been lying to them the whole time. Remember, you said that you do have enemies, and you identified, a roundabout way, you said the Caucasian race has been enemies. Because any people that will do this to you, right, they can't be your friends, right? This land used to be all of the Hispanics and Native American land. But they stole it. The enemy came and they took the land, right? They put you in chains. They beat you. They separated families. They did all of these things to you. That's not friendship, right?
That's right.
That's enemyship. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going to use it today. That's enemyship, right? So he said it's going to come a time that your enemies be found liars to you, right? This is what we just read. I want to ask your daughters a question. Daughters?
Son.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. It happened to my little son all the time, too. All right? Listen, though. Who is this man right here? Huh? It's Jesus. Jesus, what is he supposed to come and do for you? He's supposed to protect you. What about you? You think that? You think this man gonna protect you? See, the problem with that is that this man right here looks like the same people that came over here and stole your land, right?
That's
and
right.
then re-educated you on what God was, right? Taught you a whole new system of life, right? And then he told you that although us as Caucasian people, we have done all these wicked things to you, we are the people that's also going to save you out of the wickedness that we've done.
But then at the same time, it's not just, we're our own enemies,
Ooh.
Not against each other.
Listen though, sis, what I don't want to do is deflect off of what they've done to us.
That's
Right? I don't want to do that. What we just identified is that the enemies of the nation of Israel shall be found liars. We just learned that your children identify this man as Jesus Christ. Is this man found in the Bible? Huh? What does Jesus Christ look like in the Bible?
We don't know what he looks like.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find out. Give me Revelation.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs, the hair on his head, the hair on his face, it was white and woolly in texture. Does this man right here have white and woolly hair? No. It don't look nothing like what we just read, right? Keep going.
And his eye is woolly.
Come on,
His
my man.
head and his hairs were white like wool,
Read.
as white as snow.
Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
The whites of his eyes were red. That's all it says. It's not like he was shooting out laser beams like Cyclops. That's not what he was doing. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace.
Now it said his feet was the color of brass. What color is brass? Like a penny. What color is a penny? Like brown. Like brown like me and you. They call me black, but if you look at me, I'm really just brown, right? You brown, right? So we together, we brown people. But it's also said that Jesus Christ was a brown man. Read it again.
As if they burn in a furnace.
He looked like read it again. His feet as the color of brass. Read it again.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet was brown like me and you, but he's definitely got a different type of brown. Read.
As if they burn in a furnace.
He was so dark that he looked like he burned in a furnace. Because this was only describing his feet. What's your name? Keisha? That's a black people name if I ever heard one. I'm going to tell you right now, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. All right? Keisha, listen here.
My mom had her preference, okay?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. We the same people. We got the same flavor. Trust me. What I want to ask you, Keisha, is your feet, are they a different color than the rest of your body? No? So from your feet all the way up, same color? Same thing with Jesus Christ. This man bowed down to worship Christ. He seen only his feet. And he said, these feet look like they've been burned in a furnace. So we got to ask ourselves, who is this?
That's right.
That's not Jesus.
Bring it up.
We just learned that Jesus actually looked like this.
Brown.
Brown. See this man right here? This man right here, this is more. I'm not telling you that this is Jesus. I'm saying this is a better depiction of what Jesus Christ looks like. Yes, this is more accurate than this. This was a man named Caesar Borgia.
Right.
He was a homosexual male. He had sex with his sister.
Right.
He's a very wicked person. Pope Alexander, this was his son, and he commissioned a painter to paint him. And this image spread throughout the whole world. Where today, guess what? As children, 2024, we got cell phones all over the place. We got Bibles in every house. We'll still identify this as the person that's going to come and save us. But this is the people that destroyed us. You do know that this is the people that destroyed us. Let me ask you this. You just celebrated Easter?
I have to.
Yes, you just celebrated Easter.
But we're not supposed to because that's not.
It's not biblical. But who taught it to us? Give me that Colossians 2. Who taught us Easter? Who taught us Easter? Do you know who taught us Easter? Do you know who taught us Easter? White people taught us Easter.
That's right.
They beat up our fathers. You understand? You got a daddy? Everyone has a father.
That's
right?
right.
Your dad, a big strong man? Yeah. Our dad, big strong man, right? That means his dad was what? Big strong man, right? That means your dad's dad, big strong man. How did our big strong fathers get beat up by these white guys? How did that happen to us? We never stopped to think like, wow, What happened back in the day that they was able to come over here and just slaughter us like this, take the land, put us in slavery, right? And then make it so where we start worshiping a false image of what our Savior actually looks like.
Bring it up.
Read what I told you to get.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. Read. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Philosophies and vain deceit. Jesus Christ being white. Easter bunnies.
Right.
Easter bunnies. Did you have some Easter eggs? Do bunnies lay eggs? Can a bunny lay an egg? Read it again.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Read.
After the traditions of men.
After the traditions of men. Hey, yeah, let's go and color these eggs that the bunny laid. Bunnies don't even lay eggs. We have been lied to. What I'm here to tell you is that you never was Puerto Rican.
That's right.
You never was Puerto Rican. I was never African American. The whole time we've been the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Bring it up.
But being that we disobeyed what God told us to do, guess what he did? He said, now I'm going to let you serve these white people. I'm going to let them do the worst things possible to you. I'm going to make you hate yourself. How many Hispanic white girls do everything in their power to look like white women? Be honest with me.
I couldn't tell you.
I'm gonna tell you a lot because y'all got the same syndromes that my sisters have. My sisters do everything in their power. You ever see a jet black girl with blonde hair? Black people don't grow blonde hair.
That's
So
right.
who they trying to emulate? I have talked to a teacher in Hispanic schools out here, right? She said the white girls come in class with so much makeup on to try to look white. They want to hide that beautiful brown skin that God gave them. Because why? We've been brainwashed to think that that's Jesus. When the whole time we need to say, no, Paul, we are created in the image of Christ.
That's right.
That's what we should have been saying the whole time. Little man right here needs to grow up thinking, yeah, Jesus coming out the sky, he's going to be angry for what you did to our forefathers.
Right.
But right now, the only thing we want to do is just hold hands and sing with him. Everybody be saved. Read it again, what I told you to get.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Read. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men.
Read.
After the rudiments of the world.
Read.
And not after Christ.
And you haven't been following Christ this whole time. You've been following this man.
That's right.
You haven't been following Christ. Let me ask you this. Do you think Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Hispanics as a whole, do you think you could do a better job at running this planet than white folks? For sure? Why would you say that? Why would you say for sure? You said it with so much confidence.
Because we are mixed with all types of nationalities.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Do you know what constitutes a nationality? Give me that numbers 1 and 18. You don't know what constitutes a nationality? I'm gonna show you how. You're not mixed. Mixed is something white people taught us.
That's right.
If you have an apple seed, right? You have an apple seed. You plant an apple seed in America. What do you get? What grows? You have that same seed. You take it to China. You put it in the ground. What's gonna grow? An apple. It's about the seed of your father. We're gonna read that right now. Read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Read.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month,
Read.
and declared their pedigrees
They declared their nationalities.
after their families by the houses of their fathers.
Who your father is, that's who you are. So I don't care if a black man has a child with a white woman. That child is a black child. I don't care if he has a child with a Hispanic woman. That child is a black child. It don't work no other way. But they want us to think that we all one people. No, God said that's not how it is. God said you are who your fathers are.
That's right.
I'm gonna show you something. Give me Isaiah 14 and 21. You got a question? What's your question? Say it again, because I'm gonna be honest with you. You own to something. Say it again. Go ahead. You're not your own father. but you are the spitting image of your father. You are the continuation of your father. Then you gonna grow up and have kids, and they're gonna be the continuation of you. You understand that? We all come from fathers. That's a long line of fathers all the way back to Adam. It's a good question. I like that question. Read it.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21.
Read.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Listen. He said, prepare slaughter for his children.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
Because of the things that their fathers did, he said, prepare slaughter for them. Read.
That they do not rise nor possess the land.
He said, I don't want them to rise and to possess any more land. Read.
Nor fill the face of the world with cities.
He said, I don't want them to occupy cities any longer. This is how serious fathers are. That because of the things, I'm going to tell you who this is talking about Caucasian fathers, to be honest. That's right. Because of the things they did to our fathers, read it from the top.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for his children. Because of the actions of the father, he said these children got to pay. I'm very angry at what they did to the so-called Puerto Rican people. Right. I'm very angry at what they did to the so-called Mexican people. Right. They have to pay for it. Keep going.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts.
All right, so that's it. So that's how important fathers are. You don't want to say, I'm just mixed with everybody. No, I'm not mixed with everybody. I'm only going to claim my father and his father and his father and his father. Because what? God is only coming back for the children of Israel.
That's right.
You did not know that? Let me ask you this. If you were kidnapped, right? And the police came and they're looking for you and they find you, would they also take the kidnapper and save him too? Because you being saved means they got you away from who? From the kidnapper. It's not America, the kidnappers are the black and brown people.
That's right.
Have we forgotten this? Have we forgotten that everything was and should be ours? We forgot it. I'm telling you right now, you're right, little man. We forgot it. And now we want to just join hand in hand with these people, right? We want to go to their churches. We want to worship their God. But God said, you better than that. God said, what you're supposed to do is worship me. You said you don't believe, you believe in a higher power. You never read the Bible. I want to show you that the Bible is a true book. All right? I want to show you that the Bible is a true book. That this is what you're supposed to be doing, and this is how you're supposed to be living. This is what you're supposed to be teaching your children.
Right.
Christ, the black Messiah, he's coming back to save us. But he's only going to save the ones of us that are following what he told us to do. We ended up in this situation because we disobeyed. Give me Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna show you exactly how I know that this is a true book. Read that. 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He just told the blacks and Hispanics. He said, listen, if you don't do what I tell you to do, curses are going to come upon you and you're going to be overtaken by these curses. Keep reading.
Curse shall thou be in the city.
In the city, no matter what city you in, what state you in, what country you in, if you want to find Hispanic people, where do you go? Are you going to the rich neighborhoods? No? Where are you going to go?
We're going to go
to the barrios? Ain't that how you say it?
Barrio.
You're going to go to the ghetto. Guess what? When you're looking for black people, it's the same thing. Is that a blessing or is that a curse? It's a blessing?
No, it's a curse.
It's a curse. I'm going to tell you right now, sis, in my neighborhood, right? You listen to my neighborhood, it's only one other house on a long block. That's a curse.
Jeez.
Across the street, it's only 3 houses, then a whole bunch of abandoned ones. That's a curse that my kids got to wake up and look at stuff like that. White kids don't have to think like that. White kids don't have to see blight like that. White kids don't have to see in their neighborhoods drunks passed out on the concrete. And they have to own it like that.
Jeez.
We got to own it, right? In the black community, crackheads running all around. We got to own it. Oh, yeah, that's my brother right there. Right? That's a curse. He said, curse shall you be in the city. Read.
And curse shall thou be in the field.
And he said, you're going to be cursed in the field. Are Hispanic people known for being cursed in the field?
Somewhat.
Tell me how.
At any point in time? Yeah. Some point in time.
Tell me how. Sis, if it grows, who pick it? If it grows, who picks it? Oranges. Watermelons. Huh? Grapes, cherries, the Hispanics. Is it they fields that they working in? No. They getting pennies on the dollar. They getting pennies on the dollar to pick these things, right? Cursed in the field. You know what black people came over here to do? Pick cotton. We known for being some cotton picking Negroes. Sugar cane, tobacco. If it grew, we picked it.
And I'm also
same with y'all today. If it grow, you pick it. You got immigrants on they call them immigrants, illegal immigrants on land that belong to their fathers. They call them illegal immigrants that come over here during the picking season and they go back home.
I'm actually
Because
very
if it grows,
my father
we
is
pick
half
it.
Mexican.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.